Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be my June book haul. So before we get into the haul, I do have a few things I want to talk about. So the first one is Happy Canada Day. I'm posting this on Canada Day, so I hope you all have a happy, fun, and safe Canada Day. Another thing is I am back at work, so I'm now working 3 to 4 days a week and I'm working like all day. So please bear with me as I get back into my routine, and my uploading schedule should not be that affected, but please bear with me as I reorganize myself and get back into a routine. It's so weird to like not work for 3 months and have like no routine whatsoever, and then you start work again and then it's like you have to readapt and just figure things out again. So bear with me on all of that. I think that's it that I kind of wanted to say. So I guess let's get into the haul. I have 10 books to share with you guys today. I have 2 thrift store buys, I made an Amazon order, and an Indigo order. So I guess I'll start with my thrift store buys. I think it was like 2 weeks ago a thrift store was open, so I decided to go ahead and do a little bit of book shopping. So I ended up finding In Bed with a Highlander by Maya Banks. This is the first book in this trilogy, I do believe. It's just a Highlander romance. I don't know. I'm excited. I've heard good things about this book. I have read Maya Banks before, so I am pretty familiar with her writing, and I don't know. I'm excited to read this one. I also found Wicked and the Wallflower by Sarah MacLean. The spine is like really beat up on this one. I don't know if you can tell, but other than that, like it's pretty good condition. I usually like spending more money on like books that are like in perfect condition rather than spending like $5 on something that's kind of like already destroyed. Like this was $5, so I probably could have spent like $2 more and got it brand new, but whatever, gotta support the local thrift stores. So yeah, I have no idea what this is about, but I know that Sarah MacLean is really popular with historical romances, so I am very excited to have my first by this author. Okay, then for Indigo, I had 2 pre-orders. So the first one is Rage and Ruin by Jennifer L. Ermichout. This is the second book in the Storm and Fury trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. I haven't read this yet because it came super late and I just haven't had time to read it, but I'm very excited. I've heard great things about the sequel and I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm very excited to continue. This is like a paranormal romance. It's a spin-off of her Dark Elements series. It's about Zane. Yeah, I cannot wait to read this. And this is also what it looks like. It's just shiny. The other pre-order I had was Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the second book in the, I want to say it's the Brown Sisters series. Really enjoyed the first book and I definitely wanted to pick up the second book. I'm very excited. I haven't read this yet either, but I've heard great things. Like, I feel like a lot of people love this more than Chloe Brown, so I'm very excited because I love Chloe Brown, but it was really hard for me to get into it and I wasn't like that in love with it. I gave it 4 stars, but I'm very excited to read this one because I feel like I could give this one 5 stars. So I'm very excited. Again, don't really know much about it other than I think it's like a bodyguard romance type thing. Sounds super cute. I'm excited. And then I just bought 2 other books from Indigo. The first one is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. I've heard really good things about this. I always feel like traditional published romances are always like hit or miss for me. Usually they're misses, but I still like always want to give them a shot. And I've heard really good things about this one. I've heard that it's really cute, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I believe there's like a little bit of like enemies to lovers. Also, Lauren Lane blurbed it, so I feel like I'm even more excited to read this. I don't know. I think it's gonna be cute, and the cover is adorable as well. And then the other book I got from Indigo was Lord of Scoundrels by Loretta Chase. This I feel like is one of the most popular historical romances. Like, I've seen this everywhere. I know everybody loves it. Like, literally everybody gives this book 5 stars. I know that Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers really loves this book. I don't know if Jessica has read this or not, but I just know that it's super popular and super well loved, and I've just heard amazing things, so I decided to grab it. We'll see how I feel about it. I honestly don't know anything about this book, and I'm fine with that. And the next 4 I bought from Amazon, and 3 of them I have already read before, but I wanted a physical copy of, and 1 of them I haven't read yet. So the one I haven't read yet is The Scoundrel's Honor by Christy Cladwell. And this is actually a historical romance. This is published by Montlake Romance. This has super high ratings on Goodreads. And I genuinely was just curious to see how Montlake does historical romance. So I thought I would try this one. Like, I don't know much about it, to be honest. It says, can she marry him to save her reputation, or will they both lose their honor? So I think it's like a marriage of convenience. I honestly like to go into books pretty blind. Like, I like not knowing a lot. I just feel like it's a better experience. So I was just curious, and I thought I would go ahead and grab it. And then the next 2 that I bought from Amazon are part of a series, and that is Insatiable and Unbreakable by Melanie Harlow. This is book 3 and 4 in the Cloverleaf Farms series. I love this series so much. I now own the 4 books. I need to buy the 5th book, and then I have them all. But I'm so happy I finally bought these, and my collection is like almost complete. I just really love this series. It's super sweet and cute and just really light, yet it deals with a lot of great topics. Specifically, like Unbreakable and Unforgettable deal with a little bit more like heavier topics, but I really loved these books. Insatiable is a friends to lovers romance, and Unbreakable is a sort of friends to lovers, single mom, both small town romances. This whole series is just about sisters finding love. I feel like I talk about this series all the time, but I do really love it. So my collection is almost complete, and I'm so happy to have these. And then the last book that I bought is The Dominator by Dee Dee Prince. I have actually already read this. I will talk about it in my June wrap-up, but clearly I loved it enough to buy a physical copy. This book is really dark. It is a dark romance, mafia romance, somewhat like arranged marriage, sort of. It has a lot of non-consensual sex scenes. Sometimes it's like really hard to read, honestly, but it just really sucked me in. It's a massive book, and the writing is like so small. It's like tiny, and it's a thick book, but I just loved it. I will talk more about it in my June wrap-up, but it was amazing. Thank you so much to people who recommended it to me, because I really loved it, and I now own a physical copy of it, and I do plan on buying the other books in the series because I did read them and also loved them. So yes, if you're looking for a very, very, very dark, somewhat mafia romance, I recommend this one. But I'm so happy to just have this in my collection. So that's pretty much it for my June book haul. Didn't really have a lot of books, but definitely had more than the last like 2 book hauls that I've done, because those I had like 7 books each. I went up to 10. I do feel like I'm itching to buy more books though. So my July book haul may be a little bit bigger, because I'm definitely itching to buy some books, because I feel like it's been so long since I just bought like a bunch of books, you know? Let me know some of your recent book buys, or some books that maybe you plan on buying soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!